Hi, hi, blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for waking up today. Thank you for choosing to be here. Starting with a couple of breaths. Inhale and exhale. Hi, Cindy Mills. Welcome. Thanks for joining the live. Hi, Volubi Media. Hi, Bondiga. Hi, George. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. So I'm going to do a quick energy check-in. Hi, Mystery Toker. Hi, John W. T. Tika. Hi, Daisy. I'm going to do a quick energy check-in, and then I'm going to pull some cards. So stick around, and after I do the general, ask your question, and I will be here pulling cards until I run out of energy. Hi, Carrie the Fairy. Hi, Phoenix Fire. Hi, Scoot. So get a tea, get a water, get a snack, whatever you need, get comfy, and let's open the circle for our reading. Stepping now into a circle, free of ego, thought, and emotion, to be a clear channel for the messages that wish to come through for the collective, for the highest good of self and all beings. Blessing the sacred space, welcoming the elementals, ancestors, ascended masters, guides, guardians, all friendly beings honoring of the light and shadow that wish to be present in this here now. And so it is. Hi, PMA. Welcome. How you all doing tonight? Okay. So, before I get started, I was meditating the other day and I got this download that I want to start my readings with a reading. I want to start my tarot readings with the reading of a passage from a book. So let me go grab that real quick, okay? All right, so today is September 23rd, so Mercury retrograde started today and Virgo season also starts today. And this is going to be a really intense Mercury retrograde Virgo season because Mercury is home in the sign of Mercury, okay? And Virgo is all about organized practicality, getting things done, you know, looking at the details. It's a very earth centric home, you know, heart, home based car energy, and Mercury is about the mind, okay? So this Mercury retrograde in Virgo season is going to illuminate, and then going into Libra, right? So it's going to illuminate those little sneaky details in the mind, those belief systems, those deeply ingrained patterns. Oh my gosh, August, not September, my friend. Thank you so much. Going into September and then October with Libra, thank you so much. You know, it's going to bring up all of those little sneaky details where we're still, you know, disempowering ourselves, or we're tapped into our power but not to its fullest potential. And then as we shift into Libra season, then, you know, we're going to be able to bring more balance and more harmony and unity consciousness into our life. And unity consciousness is the balancing of that masculine, feminine, and divine, playful inner child energy. Okay, so we're starting today's energy check-in with a passage from Maiden to Mother. It is a book about the archetypes of the divine feminine, specifically the crone energy. And with this, you know, Mercury retrograde, and by the end of this month we have like 7 planets in retrograde, you know, we're very much in the underworld right now, okay? And that's what the crone medicine is about. It's about the wisdom. It's about diving into the depths of our consciousness and tapping into the wisdom of our ancestors, the wisdom of our heritage, the wisdom of our bloodline, the wisdom of our past lives, okay? So let's see, what passage from this book the Spirit want the collective to know. Yeah, feeling more tired than ever. I feel you. So, honor the need for your body to rest, because rest is when you do most of your integration, most of your processing, most of your rebirthing. It happens when you rest, when you're in winter, right? This book is about the story of Inanna, and she goes into the underworld to reclaim her personal power. So give yourself permission to rest, love. If that's what you need, that's what you need. Yeah, it's okay to rest. Rest is a productive activity. And this is part of our ascension and evolution, is breaking out of this construct and this system that you have to hustle and you have to be working to be productive, okay? Nature is not always working. She also has a period of rest. And women, female bodied, and I see that your name starts with Nicole, sweet love, we go through seasons every single month. I'm currently in my winter season, okay? So let's see. What is the message that Spirit wants the collective, the lightworker, shadow walker collective to know that will most benefit them at this time? In that single moment of despair, she thought she'd lost the magic and the potential to heal herself. She thought the magic was held inside of the precious prize, the prayer spell, the nest egg. And the next moment she was laughing as she understood that she was the egg and her power is not meant to be contained. Wow. Amazing. Let me read that again, okay? In a single moment of despair, she thought she lost the magic and the potential to heal herself. She thought the magic was held inside of this precious prize, this little prayer spell, the nest egg. And then the next moment she was laughing. She understood that she was the egg and her power is not meant to be contained. So beautiful. That was on page 159, if that number is significant to anyone. So what that message is saying, she is talking about the feminine energy of knowing, okay? And we all have this feminine energy, okay? And we all go through periods of doubting our power, having, an absence of confidence, feeling unworthiness. And in one moment, you can feel like you just don't have it in you. And then in a single breath is all it takes to shift the frequency, to shift the vibration. You can recognize that that is just a thought. That is just a belief. That is just an energy that you're picking up from either the depths of your consciousness that comes from, a past experience, a past timeline, whatever, or from somebody that you've been talking to around the world who doesn't have that fully rooted within themselves. They might mean well, they might be intentional douchebags, it doesn't matter. But in a single breath, you have the ability to realize that your power cannot be contained. Power is energy. One of the laws of energy is that it cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another, to another, to another. So you are a master shapeshifter. You have the ability to transform and shape your life in every breath, in every moment. What choice am I making to empower myself, to amplify my power, to harmonize my power, to share my power, and power can look something like just smiling at yourself, at a stranger, paying somebody a compliment, sharing extra, doing an act of kindness because you just want to share love. Okay, sharing your power could be getting up on a stage and talking in front of hundreds of people. Power cannot be defined. It just is. It's what you do with that power that then defines you as a being in the human experience. And so the message that I'm getting through that passage is, Spirit is saying, do not allow your experiences and whatever you've gone through and whatever you're going through, or your circumstances, or, the external, superficial, what you see, cloud the clarity of how infinitely magnanimous, how there's so much potential and possibility. You know, like Nicole was just saying, I'm just feeling very tired. So maybe you just need to sleep, okay? Maybe you just don't feel very powerful right now because you just literally need to take a nap, or you need to go take a bath, or you need to go do your dishes. You know, your fucking house is dirty. So where, you know, your power is just kind of draining because your house is a mess. Your closet's mess, you know, your laundry needs to be taken care of. Personal power begins within, with claiming your seat of sovereignty and authority in the here now. And then you can really, you know, grow that in many ways. So let's pull some tarot and dive deeper into what message does Spirit want the collective to know at this time. Move these. There's two. Okay, the Strength card and the Four of Swords. Okay, Strength. Okay, obvious. Four of Swords, rest. Okay, so big message of rest is coming in. Rest is not just physical rest, okay, but also mental rest, giving your mind a rest, an emotional rest, giving your emotional body time to rest, okay? You know, taking a step back from doing the deep heart soul work, the shadow work, you know, just stepping back and just having some play. You could also be needing creative rest, right? In the sense of you've just been using your creative energy to, you know, work on your business, to, you know, design a home, to take care of your family, and you're just like creatively burnt out. So it's not just physical rest, it's also mental, emotional, creative, spiritual rest, right? You could get spiritually burnt out if you are in service as a light worker and shadow walker. You can't always be giving. You are not a human doing, you are a human being. We have 24 hours a day, and yes, there are some days where you have more energy, where you're more tapped into that power, where you have the capacity and the strength to access more of that interpersonal power, okay? But when you give yourself permission to rest, to guilt-free rest, okay? When was the last time you gave yourself permission to just guilt-free rest, to take a mental day off, to take an emotional day off? I'm not listening to anybody's problems today. I'm not going to watch anything on TV that's dramatic and, you know, stirs up my emotional feelings. I'm going to watch cartoons, or, you know, I'm going to not watch TV at all because all of it is dramatic. Here's another one. Okay, Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Nine of Swords is the energy of overthinking, of nightmares, of you know, just being in the head a lot and not giving yourself permission to quit that shit. Okay, like sometimes you literally have to tell your mind, like, hey, you know what, back the fuck off right now. Okay, you like, mind, you're a tool, but you are not the boss of me. And that's what this Nine of Swords in reverse is saying. It's like you have to tell your mind, you are not the boss of me. Hey, humanity, if you have nothing loving and empowering to say, I invite you to, you know, just kindly log off. Okay? Because we are not interested in the energy that you have to bring. So yeah, the cards are not the boss of you either. You know, if they're not resonating for you, the messages are not for you, and that's totally cool. Page of Swords in reverse, and then Three of Coins. Okay, so Page of Swords in reverse is saying that you're not really listening to your intuition right now, okay? Or you're just in resistance to making those difficult decisions within yourself, and the tarot is here to just bring a little more clarity. You know, sometimes there's so much going on in life, there's so much energy, there's so much stuff coming up in the collective, you know, with the astrological energies and the alignments of the stars right now. There's a lot coming up from the surface, there's a lot coming up from within our depths, you know, from the old traumas, from the bloodlines, you know, that we have literally inherited. Okay, like we are literally born into families. We don't just drop like, you know, shit pebbles from the sky and just suddenly become. Like we are born into certain families, into certain karma, into certain lineages. okay? And sometimes those resistances and those fears and doubts are rooted so deep within the consciousness that you might not even realize where this resistance is coming from, right? But that's why it's so important to rest, because then when you give yourself permission to rest, then you recharge. When you recharge, you are clear within yourself. When you're clear within yourself, you know what needs to be done. So I'll tell you a little bit of something I did last week. Hold on, let me change this. Oh my gosh, this song is called Shapeshifter. I was just talking about how we're all master shapeshifters, okay? Yeah, you know, what is meditation? Nicole, beautiful question. I've been meditating and learning how to be more spiritual. Spirituality is connection with yourself, connection with nature, the laws of nature, recognizing that we are earth, water, fire, air, and spirit in this human form, having a human experience. What is life? Life is also, you know, made of the same elements of earth, water, fire, and air. We are literally all made of these same elements, but in different forms. The beauty and power of being human is that we have free will to believe whatever we want, to do whatever we want, to choose whatever we want. And tarot is a tool that helps, you know, just shine a light on like, hey, there's so much going on in that big, beautiful brain of yours and that big, magical heart of yours. Let's shine the light right here, right now, because focusing attention on one step at a time is how you really grow in strength and power. You're not diluted and scattered all over the place, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. You know, that's nice, but it's not sustainable, okay? And we're here to really experience life in a sustainable way, okay? And so the Page of Swords in reverse is saying that, you know, Nine of Swords in reverse, so it's like you're ready to let go of the mental conflict, but then Page of Swords, it's like you're not stepping into that for whatever reason, or it's just taking a while, or it's an internal process right now, and so you're not seeing the results in the outside, but that's okay. As long as you keep showing up, keep honoring the process, okay? Keep honoring the process. Then here, Three of Coins, you bring greater harmony. Three of Pentacles. Pentacles is the physical body. Three is mind, heart, body. The Holy Trinity. Your masculine, feminine, and inner child energies. Your light, shadow, and in between. Okay, you bring this harmony within yourself the more you listen to your intuition. So the story I wanted to share with you. So last week I've been having, you know, I've been going through this deep process of grieving for the last few years, for some of you who have been here for a while. And I went through a very difficult separation from my first spiritual partnership. And it was truly a karmic relationship. You know, we reunited in this lifetime to work through a lot of our past lives together, and we healed and did so much work healing within ourselves for and through past lives and for our, you know, our own family lineages. And then once we did that healing work, like, it was time to separate. And so I've been going through that, and then I've also been processing a big death in my family. So I've just been in this period of grief for over 2 years, and I've been slowly in the last few months coming back in service. And there was an incident that happened, you know, after we separated, where there was a big betrayal that happened. You know, I'm not going to get into the details, but basically the big betrayal that happened, it really, I'm an artist and a painter, and it just smeared this shit energy on all of my painting supplies, my canvas, my easels, and everything. But my painting is my joy and my passion, and, you know, something that I love doing. And so I was holding on to these things, these material possessions, because, you know, I don't want to let go of something that does bring me joy. But the joy was tainted because of the experiences that I had with this being at that time. So last week, I finally made an executive decision, and I put all of my painting supplies in a box to donate. My easel, my paint supplies, my brushes, like 10 years worth of art supplies. I just put it in a donation box and put it outside by my front door. Like, it's waiting to be picked up now. And, you know, the next day I was just like feeling a little bit of the exhaustion of like, just like the relief, you know, after you go through a process, you're going to feel like an exhaustion of relief. Like, oh my gosh, this big weight has been lifted off my shoulder. And I'm sharing this with you basically to say, you know, that's part of the process. Okay, I wasn't ready to let go of the physical things because I was still going through an emotional and mental healing of my experience. But that physical purge was me honoring the Page of Swords, that energy to take action in the external to match the internal. Okay, and so sometimes we go through life experiences that just smear some shit energy onto the things we love. And that's where, you know, you really step into greater levels of strength within you, when you're able to make decisions to say, you know, I'm not attached to certain ideas, things, experiences, people, and so on and so forth. Instead, my power starts within me. I get to create a new sense of reality for myself in every breath. I get to redefine who I am in this being human experience. I get to reconnect my mind, heart, and body. We're all going to have experiences of difficulty and of challenge and trials, and you know, this is just part of being human. But we go through these different experiences to learn of how to discover, rather not to learn, but to discover how strong we are, how powerful we are, how, you know, magical we are, how God gifted we are. We are literally created in the image of God, Goddess, life itself. We are life expressing itself. Okay, so the Page of Swords in reverse, and then the Three of Coins is saying, you know, honor your process and don't delay taking action so that you can continue elevating in your path of evolution. These Christian indoctrination comments coming in are just so hilarious to me. You know, I just kind of laugh and roll it off my shoulders, because I don't need to defend who I am, you know, to these people who know nothing about me, and neither do you. You don't need to defend who you are. I mean, my Bible is literally sitting right here on this table, okay? So it's, you know, that's just like, you know, whether you believe in God or, you know, you don't, or a different form, show it, humanity. You know, this person clearly has nothing better to do. How do I believe in God and the cards? Okay, that's a good question. So, you know, I have had experiences in my life. Ace of Wands, okay? That's the next card that's coming out. How do I believe in God and the tarot? So they're all just different forms of truth expressing itself. King of Cups, okay? And I believe in God because God is within me, okay? The Goddess is within me. And the cards are simply a tool that I use to illuminate what's going on within me, or to tap into the collective energy. And, you know, life and synchronicities have shown me the parallels of the two. I spent 7 years in underground study. So I followed the path and I asked God to show me the truth, and God, Goddess did. You know, I sat with the Mother Earth and asked her to show me the truth. I sat with mushroom teachers and asked them to show me the truth, and they did. So, you know, if you want to learn the truth, then I invite you to go sit under a tree and meditate with some mushrooms. And, you know, perhaps Jesus will come and give you a little visit and sit down with you and talk to you about things. Yes, please send me tips on Cash App. It is Lady Drazmin, Lady, and then Drazmin, my name. So thanks so much for sending me Cash App tips. I do appreciate that so much. Okay, so I pulled some more cards on some guidance. Okay, so we looked at the collective energy the first round, and now we're going to look at the guidance. So we know that the energy right now is about rest and recovery, and recovering enough so that we can clearly hear that intuition, and we can continue leveling up and bring greater harmony and balance in mind, heart, body, spirit. So what is the guidance? So we have Ace of Wands, King of Cups, Four of Coins, Three of Wands, and Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the overall energy that I'm getting is right now, again, Ace of Wands, it's listening to your intuition, okay, listening to that inner voice. I'm here to just clarify and confirm what you already know, okay, what you've already been receiving in your meditations, in your dreams, in the signs and synchronicities. You already know what to do, okay? You are your own authority. Okay, you are the creator of your own reality. But I'm here to just say, hey, you keep going. You keep doing what you want to do, okay? Here you go. By the power of Jesus, I compel you to tap into deeper love for yourself. Is that what you want to hear? And then King of Cups. Okay? King of Cups is about really giving yourself that love right now. Really tapping into the innocence of that child within you. Children don't judge. Children don't differentiate between, oh, you're brown, or you're black, or you're a Christian, or you're a Muslim. They'll look at a fucking giant ass lion and be like, I want to play and I want to give hugs to the tiger. And the parents like, whoa, you can't get near that tiger or that lion. Shit's gonna fucking eat you, right? Children are so innocent and loving and care about the world and just want to express that love. Have you ever heard a child laugh? Like, it gets everybody going. When I'm having a day that it's just like really hard to just feel in that high vibration because I'm just feeling the weight of the world that is still so indoctrinated, that is still so trapped in their own delusion and denial, like some of the commenters here, so trapped in the distorted, myopic viewpoint of what beauty and life and love and truth really is. That's when I just tap into those little playful, funny videos, and I just let myself laugh. I let myself connect with the energy of the child, so the Ace of Wands, listening to your intuition. King of Cups, tapping into the love, tapping into laughter. What if you don't have children? That's okay. Can you connect with your own inner child? Can you, do you have children with, your friends or in your community? Can you go to community events where there are families with their children, and just watch the little children play? Jesus loved the little children. Why? Because children represent innocence. They represent purity. They're not tainted by opinion and ego and ideology and all of these rules and laws and texts that breed separation. Okay, so that's what the King of Cups energy. And then the Four of Coins is saying, let go of the grasping and the clinging. Let go of the grasping and the clinging to the material possessions, to the things, to the baggage, to whatever it is that's not letting you grow. Don't hold on to things because you'll use them someday. If you're not using it, if it doesn't bring you joy, if it doesn't add peace to your life, Four of Cups or Four of Coins can be the energy of hoarding, of being stingy, of being caught in lack and scarcity mindset, scar-city, okay? So it's about looking at your resources and sharing more of your resources, okay? Three of Wands right after the Four of Coins. Three of Wands is about sharing. It's about outsourcing. It's about donating. It's about, having a tea party, like your pantry is like overflowing with food. Time to have a dinner party and just invite some friends over and tap into just your sense of just being alive, okay? Sometimes we get so caught up in the inner journey or in the service to others, to humanity, to the greater whole, to raising the frequency of the vibration, you know, to sharing the message of love, even when there are haters and naysayers who clearly have nothing better to do. Okay, so let yourself express more love is the message. Okay, especially when all of these haters and all these bullshitters, you know, here's this person, you know, who's been here for a while and has nothing better to do with their energy and time, you know, go meditate, take a walk, read a book, make some fucking cookies and mail them to me. I would love that. Actually, maybe not, you might poison the cookies, but I would give them back to the earth. So, you know, tapping more into that. And the Ace of Swords, again, you know, this came out in reverse, which means like right now it's really about being internal. And the last reading that I did for the collective, you know, the message, the big message that came through was stay in your lane. Okay, and so that's the message that I'm also picking up with this reading, is just keep staying in your lane. And the more you step in your authority, the more you shine in your light, the more you stand in the face of darkness, the more you are going to be met with all of this, you know, dark, heavy energy that doesn't want you to shine and spread your light. But the more you step into your power and your own inner authority, the more you're going to realize that you're just triggering the people around you who don't want to grow, who don't want to look around outside of the comfort of, you know, what makes them feel good around the eye. Okay, so keep going, keep growing. Yeah, face your fears, Nicole. That's beautiful. I have a course right now called Quantum Leaping Through Fear that I did live earlier this month, and it's part of a summer special. But I talk about, you know, what fear is and how to work with it, to turn it into fuel, to amplify your power. Okay, so, you know, the Ace of Swords in reverse is simply saying, you know, just honor the process and you're gonna get there. But right now it's about listening to your intuition, and really, you know, intuition is your spirit, your inner knowing, and, you know, harmonizing that with your heart, reconnecting that with your heart, returning you to yourself, King of Cups, coming back home to yourself. Okay, all of the opinions and all of the thoughts and all of the belief systems, you know, you may be born into a family that you don't fit in, but that's your soul contract. You are here to break the cycles. You are here to break the chains of bondage that tell you that you just need to walk and talk a certain way or you're gonna burn in hell. Okay, I had to do a lot of work in my subconscious. Like, I honestly thought that when I turned 25, because of what I was programmed with as a child, I thought that when I turned 25, the devil would literally be standing at my doorstep to take me to hell. And I lived with this horrible fear growing up, because this is what my parents indoctrinated me from their distorted, you know, understanding of what Christ consciousness is about. Christ came to say, I am life, I am love. You know, whether you believe in Christ or not, the message was tap into your personal power and listen to the wisdom of your heart. If someone is violent and mean to you, recognize that they're just wounded. Recognize that they just don't know any better. Recognize that they might be choosing ignorance. Thank you so much for Always and Forever Candles. Love your vibe. I appreciate you, sister. Thank you, or brother, or them, whatever you are. Thank you for being here, because I can't tell your gender, you know, through your screen name. So that's the message that Spirit wants to say. You know, you're going through this rebirth right now with your mental powers, okay? And it's so important to rest, because the mind, the law of mind, is the first law of creation, because the mind, the words that you use, how you think and talk about yourself, how you think and talk about life and other people, creates the reality, right? And there has been so much indoctrination and programming with, you know, the distortion of the Christos codes, with all of these other religious sects popping up all over the world, with the separation agenda, you know, that was infected into earth consciousness hundreds and thousands of years ago, you know, before Avalon and Atlantis fell. You know, there's been an infection in the energy of consciousness because they have infected the mind. Why? Because they know that when you realize that your mind has literally the power to create and birth worlds, and you start tapping into that power, you become unfuckwithable. It doesn't matter what someone says or does around you, because you realize that you are source, you are life itself. So feeling mentally exhausted, you know, okay, so I did this weekly, I have this Facebook group called the Thriving HSP Portal. If that calls you, I invite you to join me on there. But I do weekly lives, and when I did the weekly live on Monday, I shared this channeled message that I got in my meditation, that rising, where I got this visualization of like this wall in the minds of every single person in the collective, like the Great Wall of China, but like in the mind, like a labyrinth, a Great Wall of China labyrinth in the mind. And what I saw was like this inner work that you've been doing for however long you've been doing it. And the message that I got was, some of us have like started this in 2008. And that's when I started this journey in 2008, like full on commitment and devotion to, you know, just healing my fucking brain, and, you know, not wanting to be an addict and codependent on things around me to just, you know, get through the day. I was very much caught in the struggle mindset. But that inner work has been like taking bricks out of this labyrinth wall in the mind, like a game of Jenga, if you know what Jenga is. So like these pieces have been removed systematically over this period of time. And now what's happening in the collective energy is that wall is crumbling, because enough, you know how you take out enough pieces in Jenga and then you one move and then the whole thing crumbles. So that's kind of what's happening on an energetic collective level right now. You have worked through enough belief systems within your own consciousness that now the wall is crumbling. And so the body is just like, I just need to take a fucking nap right now, okay? And that's what that Four of Swords energy is about. It's about resting. And you know, Nine of Swords in reverse, letting the walls crumble. Iniko, I believe, is an artist, and she just released a song a few months or weeks ago called Jericho Crumbles. And that song, you know, has been kind of playing on a loop. And that song, you know, she is an agent of God. She is doing God's work in her own way. She is a light worker, a shadow walker, serving her mission through music and bringing this energy and you know, collapsing timelines, because Jericho is a story from the Bible. And that's kind of what's happening in the mind right now. And so, you know, give yourself permission to rest. Listen to your intuition. Okay, give yourself more love right now. Okay, we are in retrograde season. Retrograde season is all about the internal, all about self-care, all about receiving, asking for your needs, allowing people to give you, giving yourself permission to receive. The other channeled message that I got in my live was, this is the week to practice receiving, okay? Four of Coins, letting go of anything and everything that just doesn't bring you peace and joy anymore. Just let it fucking go. The life is so abundant, we never lose anything. Okay, what's meant to be is always there for us. Okay, maybe you just need to let go of something now, and it'll come back to you in an amplified way, and it'll bring you more joy and more peace, because it's not connected with all of those crappy experiences of the past. Okay, Three of Wands, connecting with your family and your friends, the people who truly encourage and support and empower you. Okay, And then Ace of Swords, just keeping your journey within yourself right now, staying internal, okay? Just honoring your process right now and not sharing your energy with others right now, especially people who are just like, you know, trying to chip at your peace and interrupt. Looks like the Bible spewer finally logged off because I haven't seen their comments in a while, you know, and that's kind of that energy. Just stay in your lane, and eventually, you know, they'll get tired and, you know, take themselves out. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for the collective. Let's close the collective reading. Hi, the Master. Hi, AC. Thanks for joining. And let's wrap up the collective energy with some messages from the CPR deck. This is a deck I created. It's a self-love, heart, emotional intelligence deck. Hi, Queen Bee. Okay, meditate. Okay, set a timer for 88 seconds and sit without doing. Okay, sit without doing. So yeah, I was talking about how, you know, meditate, listen to that inner voice. That's that Ace of Wands energy. Meditate. Even if all you do is like 60 seconds every single day, set a timer, be consistent, show up, set small goals for yourself. You know, set 3 minutes, and then when you do 5 minutes, you're like, what? I meditated for 5 minutes. Look at me go. Right? So meditation is a big message for this week. And then jingle. Hum a tune or sing along to your favorite song. So meditate and sing. Okay, when you sing, when you hum, when you use your voice, it moves the energy. You tap into joy. And we got that message earlier of how, you know, Spirit is asking you to connect more with joy, more with your inner child. And then we get the jingle card here. Okay, so yeah, meditation for 20 minutes. That's amazing. Keep going, keep growing. And then hum, sing. You know, anytime those thoughts start coming in, get some music, shake it off. Shake it off, baby. Shake it off, shake it off, ooh, ooh, shake it off, shake it off, ooh, ooh. I'm humming along here with you. Hi, Ro. Hi, High Priestess. Hi, J. John Top. Okay, one last message. And Zen. Hands on heart. I am safe. I am loved. I am whole. This is your affirmation. Okay? I am safe. I am loved. I am whole. Place a hand on your heart and repeat to yourself, I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. Turn it into a song. I am saved, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. We gotta add some beats today. Beep, 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 beep. I'm not a beatboxer. I'm more of a, you know, sound of music kind of singer. So I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, I am well. I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. I shake it off, all is well, all is well. I am safe, I am loved, I am whole, all is well. All right, so those are the messages that I have for you, beloved ones, for the collective energy. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in live or catching the replay for this collective energy. I send you so much love for the days ahead until we meet again.